Hey guys, Austin from Astute Aroma here. I have the 7 most popular Parfums de Marly fragrances, all from their discovery set. I'm going to rank all of them and let you know how they smell and perform. Let's jump into this. 7th place is Parfums de Marly Sedley. This has citruses in the opening with heavy aromatics that emphasize the freshness of the fragrance. As we head into the base, and what the fragrance is most known about is the subtle Ambroxan with Casmiran. They're both smooth and soft. The Ambroxan is going to bring that ambery accord, while the Casmiran is going to bring a woody and musky accents that is going to make this fragrance stand out above many other blue fragrances in its category. As for performance, I only get 6 to 7 hours on the skin. It is not the best projector. It only pushes out about 2 feet for the first couple hours, and then it recedes closer to the skin, but never becomes a skin scent. Seasons and occasions, even though it is a blue fragrance, it's not very versatile. It can only be worn in the spring and summer, as it doesn't have much depth to really push out in those colder temperatures. As for occasions, it does have that versatility factor. So why don't I rank Parfums de Marly Sedley very high? Because it has many blue fragrance qualities, but it is extremely affordable and it just doesn't put out for what you'd expect from a fragrance like this. 6th place is Parfums de Marly Pegasus. There's going to be a citric bergamot in the opening, and then an almond and vanilla combination that is going to wash over the entire fragrance with some fresh floral accents in the background. The almond and vanilla combination is going to be what this fragrance is about for the entire wear. In the base, there are going to be some woody accents that do add, and it's going to add depth to the fragrance, but the overarching emphasis is the almond and vanilla combination. The performance, it is decent. It'll push out 10 hours with excellent projection, fills the room for the first couple, and then slowly recedes but never becomes a skin scent. Near the last couple of hours, it still has a 2-foot ambiance around you, which is very good for a fragrance that lasts this long. As for seasons and occasions, spring, fall, and winter, the sweetness does get a little too intense if you get too much heat on it, so don't wear it in the summer. In occasions, it is all. This is an easy fragrance to wear, and it has a unique and sophisticated aroma. The only reason that this is ranked so low is because of the almond note. Not everyone is going to appreciate it, and I am one of those people. It is a decisive note, still a quality fragrance, but not extremely wearable for everybody. 5th place, Parfums de Marly Percival. This is your traditional blue fragrance development. So there's bright, authentic bergamot in the opening, very fresh, attention-grabbing. There are some white floral accents. This deviates from the blue fragrance DNA slightly. And then in the mid and base, it's just an overload of Ambroxan. And this is pretty much the entire wear, just fresh Ambroxan. The performance, 8 to 10 hours on the skin with moderate and gentlemanly projection. This is one of my favorite aspects of the fragrance, as you can spray this on and you're just good to go no matter the situation, as it's never going to overwhelm anybody. As for seasons and occasions, it is a true blue fragrance, so it does have that versatility factor. All seasons, all occasions, easy wearability. The only reason I rank this as 5th, I like the fragrance and it is high quality, but for $300, it is a blue fragrance that I can get for $100 to $150 in Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage. And I really have to ask myself, is it really that much better of a fragrance? 4th place, I know I'm probably going to get some heat for this one, Parfums de Marly Layton. So in the opening, there is a fruity sweetness that is never syrupy. And then as you head into the mid, vanilla washes over the entire fragrance with some subtle cardamom spice in the background that really just mixes up the fragrance, takes away the monotony of the vanilla, and just creates an alluring aroma. And then into the base, this vanilla is retained, and there are equal parts creamy sandalwood that gives the fragrance depth and also mixes very well with the vanilla and there are some lingering cardamom spice nuances. So if you know your notes pretty well, you're going to know that these base notes are a great and alluring combination. Performance, great. 8 to 10 hours on the skin with excellent projection. It will fill a room for the first 2 to 3 hours, but after this period it does slowly recede, and towards the end of the wear it still maintains a 2-foot ambiance around you, which is very pleasant. Seasons and occasions, even though it is not syrupy sweet, it still needs the cooler weathers to temper it. So we got late fall, winter, and early spring. In any situation, just moderate your sprays if you know you're going to be in a close quarter setting all day so you don't overwhelm anybody. The only reason I did rank late and so low is solely because it just didn't appease to my nose as well as the top 3 Parfums de Marly fragrances. Third place, Parfums de Marly Herald. It's an exceptionally warm fragrance. There's rich tobacco, warm vanilla, and spicy cinnamon. For the entire wear, it's really just this trio of notes going back and forth, and in the base, it's all about the tobacco and vanilla combination in a very alluring mixture. Performance, 9 hours in the skin with above average projection. So the first 2 hours, it pushes out well, about an arm's length, but after this period, it pretty drastically recedes and becomes about a 1-foot ambiance for the rest of the wear. Seasons and occasions, fall and winter, and special events. This is a very alluring mixture of notes, so you're gonna wanna save this for dates or formal occasions. My favorite thing about this fragrance and why it ranks so high is the tobacco in this scent. It grabs attention and emphasizes a masculine aroma. Second place, Parfums de Marly Greenly. This opens with a very authentic bergamot note. It is tart, it is sour, it almost comes across as spicy. If you've ever had those lime extra sour bubble gums, that's exactly what this smells like. There are some ultra fresh and juicy citruses in the background. This comes from mandarin orange and a non-sweet apple note that really helps temper the intensity of the bergamot note. As we head into the mid, there are some powdery chords that add and some subtle wood nuances, while these citruses are fading, but they are leaving their fresh accents. And then into the base, it is subtle wood that is giving the fragrance depth, and smooth cashmeran, which is very nice as it does really layer on the skin well and is almost kind of like suede and brings musk accents with it. The performance is moderate, 8 hours on the skin with moderate projection, pushes out 2 to 3 feet for the first 2 to 3 hours, and then after this period it recedes to about a 1-foot ambiance for the rest of the wear. This is exclusively spring and summer wear. No depth of this fragrance to push out in the colder weather. In all occasions, even though it is a simple fragrance, it still has a alluring and unique blend of notes with that authentic bergamot in the top and the cashmeran in the base. It's ranked as second place because I have never smelled such an alluring and authentic bergamot note in the top of any fragrance. First place, Parfums de Marly Carlisle. This opens with a fleeting fruity green apple and wafts of nutmeg spice, and then it really leads into what this fragrance is known for, which is a dark and earthy patchouli mixed with vanilla. Odd combination, but this is so attractive. As we head into the mid, the vanilla gets stronger and the patchouli retains those dark and mysterious accords that come off as earthy. And then into the base, after a few hours, there is a tonka bean that amplifies the vanillic nature and some spicy accents that have made it from the top, but it is mostly all about this dark and mysterious patchouli and vanilla combination for the entire wear. Performance is great, 10 to 12 hours on the skin with excellent projection, will fill a room for the first couple hours and then recedes to about a 2-foot ambiance in the last couple hours of the wear. Even though it is a loud projector, it fits in most situations, so I would wear this for everything. If you're going to be in close quarter settings, I would moderate your sprays so that you don't overwhelm anyone, and this is exclusively cold weather wear, so fall and winter. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.